Hey folks, welcome back. My name is Krishna. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So in the last video that I discussed, I shared with you a technique to help you get started with thinking about how to draw hands. This time around, we're going to build on that knowledge and we're going to start to take a look at the thumb. So in the last video, we kind of simplified the palm as a trapezoidal shape with a little bit of a inset. And we talked about the idea that the thumb can be a simplified version of a drumstick. So this drumstick starts out somewhere over here. We have a little cylinder that protrudes. And we also have a tapered cylinder that essentially extends out from that particular point. And you'll notice here that this particular point right here, the edge or the top of your thumb, is essentially going to have a shape that looks like this. There's going to be a straight part and there's going to be a curved part. This is the fleshy side of your thumb. This is the straight side or nail side of your thumb. And one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the different ways that we can position the thumb before we start talking about the other fingers. And the reason why I'm focusing on the thumb is that we only have essentially 2 points of articulation here. We've got this point right here where we have the drumstick meeting the first cylinder, and we have the second point of articulation here, which is this knuckle. So let's take a look and see how we can draw this from different angles. This is a 3/4 front view. I'm drawing this in perspective here. I'm switching to a different color just to make things easier to follow. So we have our drumstick, and we can have that thumb fully extended out. If we were to do this again, let's just switch to a different angle. And we're looking at the underside or the palm side, the fleshy side right here. That's what we're focusing on right now. And let's just go ahead and draw our drumstick. We'll draw our cylinder and we'll kind of move it up. So this is going to be very important to practice first. Try to see if you can draw this trapezoidal shape from different angles, and then start with the base of the drumstick, the round part, add a cylinder, and then you can add this tapered cylinder. And just to take a look at what it looks like when you're looking at the top side of your hand, if this is going to be the top side of our hand, I'll pick a different color. Maybe see a dotted line here that represents the drumstick. We have the first cylinder, then we have the second cylinder as shown. We'll do it again. Maybe we'll have a different angle. We'll draw our drumstick. And essentially we have our thumb. So this is something that I think would be really great to practice. You'll notice once again that the thumb originates from the base of the trapezoid. This helps us avoid the fingers where the thumb just looks like it's just another digit or another finger on the palm. This thumb kind of lives down here. The other fingers essentially kind of, extend up like this. Right, and we're going to get to that point, but in this particular exercise, I want you to focus on just how do you draw the thumb, because we want to be able to reproduce this with a lot of ease. And what can be helpful here is if we think about, say, the thumb holding something. So let me just draw my trapezoidal shape here, and let's just say that we have, I'll just draw some kind of a cylinder that represents maybe some kind of a beverage. Then that drumstick will be something like this. We have the cylindrical shape, and then we have the part of the thumb that is kind of hidden from view. So when we start to draw hands holding things, this understanding becomes very, very important. So again, you have the drumstick part, the circular part, then you have a cylinder, and then you have a tapered cylinder. And you want to be able to draw that from different orientations. So if I'm drawing this out towards the viewer, it looks something like this. So So that's something that you should definitely practice. So in the next video, what we'll do is we'll start to look at the actual fingers themselves. And then what we'll do is we'll start to combine the thumb with the fingers. And then we'll talk about how do you draw a character holding things, because that's going to be important. And we'll just kind of move from there. So if you found some value in this video, definitely give it a thumbs up so that way more folks can find it. As always, I'm receptive to any questions that you might have, so feel free to go ahead and post those in the comments below. If you're looking for brushes to help improve your game for either Photoshop, Procreate, or Krita, check out my brush pack. It's in the comments or in the description of the video below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.